Horsepower brand of boots is in the Anderson Bean family of brands, and this top hand line gives you a high quality at an affordable price. So today I have Horsepower top hand model number 6011, and we're gonna give it a quick impression. Let's get into it.
I'm just here to connect ya, and then I'll be on my way.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time here, and always like and comment down below as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your views. I really like the top hand line of Horsepower boots. Now there's two different lines. There's Horsepower's regular line of boots, which isn't that great a quality. It's okay, it's a lower line, but then there's the top hand line of boots, which is almost comparable to the quality that you get from Anderson Bean, except these are made in Mexico. So it keeps the price a little bit lower and more affordable for you folks out there. So today, I'm gonna break down the details of this boot in this quick impression video, and we always start with the rundown. All right, this is Horsepower top hand model number 6011, and it features a full grain leather on the foot and the counter. They're calling it the Cognac Belton, so that color is cognac. It's a roper style boot, but it also has a bug and wrinkle on the toe for that Western flair. And with that roper style, we have a roper round toe, but this also features a double stitched welt. This Horsepower top hand boot is coming in at 11 inches tall and features navy Rex goat leather tops, and you also have a little bit of scallop up here as well, which is a little bit different from some other ropers that you'll find on the marketplace. We also have a 1.25 inch stacked leather heel. This is roper style, right in that roper range of 1 inch to 1.25 inches. And for an outsole, we have a hybrid outsole. You gotta love to see it from top hand. It's a little bit of leather here, and you get rubber right in the middle, right where you're going to wear this boot the most. So a lot of leather outsoles. You'll get holes right here within 6 months to a year, depending on how much you wear a boot. But with this little bit of rubber here, you're gonna be able to wear this boot a lot longer before it needs a resole. It also keeps the boot a little bit lighter, because if it was a full rubber outsole, then it would be much heavier. Down here, you also have lemonwood pegs and brass nails alongside the shank too. On the inside, it's lined with leather and it's pretty soft. It feels like cowhide. Love it. And for an insole, we have a removable foam insole. It's not quite as thick as some of their competitors, especially around the ball of the foot, but underneath that, we also have a soft leather footbed. So you could wear this with or without the removable insert. Horsepower top hand boots are made in Mexico, and they're coming in at $270 at cartersboots.com. But when you use my code Jeremiah Craig at cartersboots.com, you can save 10%, and that brings the price down to $243, which is a really nice price for a boot like this. Now it's time to try on this boot to see how it looks and feels. All right, I got on that Horsepower top hand boot model number 6011, and it feels really nice. First thing I'm noticing is that it's super light. That hybrid outsole keeps this boot lightweight, but it also gives you a little bit more traction and durability on the outsole. So right where you wear in this boot the most on the outsole is gonna give you a little bit more traction and a little bit more durability, while also keeping the boot lightweight, and it feels really nice. Also, the leather is very supple. I really like it. So it's not only lightweight, but it's supple, feels incredible. And wow, guys, wow, that blue top is really cool. Not so much a fan of a white piping. It seems to be more and more popular nowadays, and I'm not sure if that's a cost savings thing or if it's a popularity thing. I don't think it is, because I polled you guys in a recent live stream, and a lot of you guys aren't really a huge fan of piping colors that don't match anything else on the boot. So white piping, I'm not a huge fan. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would much prefer a blue piping here to match the navy blue goat tops, which are also really nice. Here's a POV of that toe. You know, I like the round toe, but I'm not a huge fan of the double-stitched welt on a round roper toe. I don't think it's completely necessary, but what do you guys think of how this looks? All right, guys, it's time to wrap up my quick impression thoughts about this horsepower top hand boot model number HP6011, and I like it for the most part. I'm always a huge fan of hybrid outsoles because it's gonna last a lot longer than if it was just a full leather outsole. You know, some of you guys are gonna be running through a full leather outsole in 6 months to a year, but you'll get lots more wear out of this because right here, where the sole sees the most wear, you got a protective strip of rubber, and it gives you a little bit more traction, but also keeps the boot lightweight. Talking about the toe here and the welt, I'm not a huge fan of the double-stitched welt. You know, double-stitched welts increase the perforations in a welt, which can lead to more water getting in there, and that leads to more repairs or possibly the boot not lasting as long as it would with just a single stitched welt. You really don't need more than one row of stitching for a pair of boots unless you're looking for a wide platform for those of you maybe competing in the rodeo. You know, you get a little bit more of a snowshoe effect if it's a little bit wider, which is really the only benefit that I can see coming from a double-stitched welt, is that it just increases the width when you're trying to run. Other than that though, it's not really necessary, and I think it kind of decreases the life of a boot. Still at a price of $243 when you use my code Jeremiah Craig over at cartersboots.com. I think you're getting a lot here. This is a very comparable quality to Anderson Bean boots, which are made in the USA. These are made in Mexico. It's not, you know, one for one, but it's very close to the quality that Anderson Bean is making, and it also has a stacked leather heel, which Anderson Bean doesn't have on most of their boots. So it's a great looking boot at a great price. I just wish they did it with a single stitched welt instead for my preferences, but let me know your preferences and what you think of this boot down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today. Love you guys so much, and I will see you guys around. Peace.
Horsepower top hand, built well and looking good on your man. Do whatever you can and get the job done and work the land. Yeah, thank you so much for watching today. Why don't you check out this other video up here, or I got some music video down here that I think you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace. Have a good one.